G'day footy fans and welcome to Boothy's AFL Fantasy Dream Team podcast. Today we're over the bye period and we're into round 14. Well, as promised, my team did a lot better last week with 1,709, which doesn't sound like a lot. I actually went up 3,000 ranking points. So I went from ranked 8,500 to 5,300. So I'm very pleased with that effort, with a lot of teams getting sort of 1,400, 1,500. So I was very solid over all three bye periods with 1,800s and a 1,700 at the end. And this week I've made two trades, and as promised, I've got Grundy back in after 1 week of having the St Kilda ruckman longer. And I've also brought in Brown from Collingwood as a dual position for Barlow, who's injured. So what that gives me is the following defence. Doherty, who was amazing as captain with 143. So I was very happy with that. Adams back on the field, of course. Nunes, Kolodnaski, Mills and Hunt. So a solid defence without being brilliant. And Scharenberg emergency, who hopefully will play. I don't think Vickers-Willers will. My midfield is Tom Mitchell as vice-captain tomorrow night against the Crows. And of course, if he gets a good score, then I'll have to decoy the captain somehow. I'll worry about that later. At the moment, he's vice, and I can change it on Friday with my captain. Dangerfield, of course, Ebert, Selwood, who got tagged last week, hopefully will improve. Bontempelli, who looks sore but still getting decent scores. Oliver. McGrath, who's come in from my defence with a bit of wangling for Adams, and Power Pepper, who's doing okay. And Callum Brown has come into my side as a DPP. He will be my emergency in the midfield. Hopefully he'll be playing. I'll find out tomorrow when they name the side for Collingwood. Don't think Pickett will play. Grundy is promised with Wits. Wits has been fantastic. Grundy's obviously been brilliant. Bruce emergency as usual. Cameron's out for the year, but he stays there. And the forward line of Billings, Heaney, who I moved from the midfield, Wallace, Burton for Hawthorn, who's obviously playing, Ryder, who had a good week, and Greenwood for the Crows, who's an inside mid, so he's solid, and Parsons emergency with obviously Black not playing. So just confirming the trades then, just down here as we scroll down on my computer there. So yeah, as promised, Grundy in for Longer out. Obviously that cost me a lot of money. The money was saved with Barlow's broken leg and Callum Brown coming in. I needed a DPP for Barlow, so then I switched him into the midfield. Otherwise, because I've got a couple of dodgy forwards with Parsons and Black, so I had to do something there, and then Callum Brown got switched with Heaney into the midfield onto the bench. So that's what I've done for round 14. What that means, because I brought in Brown, who's cheap, and Grundy for longer, obviously, what that means is next week, I've got $142,000 left over for next week, so I can make a meaningful trade. For example, get rid of an Aaron Black type player, and then be able to get a player who costs sort of 380, somewhere around there. My value of my team's only 13.34. I know some people are worth a bit more than that, but of course you've got to add on that 142,000 to that, so probably 13.5 million. So of course I've gone up 2.5 million in the 13 weeks so far. So that's my team, solid. Hopefully I can get back into the 2000s again and get my ranking up into the top 5,000 this time. Pretty strong midfield. Hopefully Selwood will improve. Yeah, not too much wrong with my team. It's fairly solid. We'll see how we go. As long as I've got my emergencies in play. Good luck, guys. Keep sending messages and see how you go. And yeah, bye for now.